welcome back to another episode of the Tea with Honey podcast. Hello there, Mandy.
Hello, Teddy. I love the enthusiasm you're
Thanks.
bringing with you today.
Thanks.
Despite the sickies, despite our illnesses of the week, that was very, very enthusiastic of you. So
Just doing what I can to bring
proud.
joy to the ill.
We
Me.
absolutely love that. I'm like, yeah, this has just been a week. I don't like colds. I don't like feeling like this. I don't like the voice, the like nose, the stuffies. It's just, it doesn't feel so nice.
It really doesn't. So I think I started feeling yucky last week when we recorded. That was like the first
Yes.
part of me feeling kind of gross was last
Mhm.
week when we were recording. Well, it was last Wednesday actually when I felt like gross, and then we delayed the podcast and we
Yep.
recorded a day later. Was because I was feeling so gross, and holy cannoli, it really truly hasn't gotten any better.
Ugh.
Like I haven't been able to go a single day without taking Mucinex.
Mhm.
Which, you know, I need to be as annoying as it is to be sick. I'm grateful. I don't get sick all that often. I
Mhm.
feel like you get sick a lot more often than I do. You have a toddler. You have the
Mhm.
germs. You have a toddler in preschool who's
With a lot of germs.
with the germs, and like
Yeah.
you are exposed to it a lot more than I am, and
Uh-huh.
you definitely get sick a lot more than I do.
Mhm.
I like to think that a part of my immune system is because I eat expired foods and I have built up immunity to things. And I think that I've been eating too many fresh foods lately. So I think I need to really just like take a step back and really like go back to my roots because I'm sick and
Well.
that means I'm doing something wrong.
Well,
So I do have a pretty good immune system. So the fact that I'm not often sick, and the fact that right now I'm sick, but it's a head
Mhm.
cold, you know, it's annoying. I'm coughing,
Mhm.
I'm stuffy, I'm tired, I have a headache, whatever. It's a head
Mhm.
cold. Like I'll
Right.
survive. It could be worse.
Mhm.
So it's annoying, but it's also like whatever, you
Right.
know?
Right. Yeah, that's where I'm at. My daughter was like, she had the ear infections and all that stuff, and so she always gives it to me, but it takes like a week for it to make its way to myself. Once she's sick, then it's like a week later I usually start feeling it. So,
Mhm.
and mine's just, I think it's just a cold too, or like a sinus thing. It's all in my head, but it started over the weekend and it just hasn't gone away. And usually, like, same thing with you, it usually is gone by now or shifts into a different type of feeling, but it's been in the
Mhm.
same spot. Like, and no one ever understands this. Like, I tell my mom this, I tell my husband this, and I'm like, my throat hurts, but not like my throat. It's like I've been wanting to look up like the anatomy of the skull so I can
Oh.
understand like
Okay.
what is the cavity, not my throat, but like, you know where your uvula is, that little punching bag in your throat?
Uh-huh.
What's above, not even above that, but like take the roof of your mouth, but the furthest back, like right before your uvula, whatever's right above that, like on
That
the
like
opposite
soft
side.
palate,
Yes. So, and I assume above that is like your nasal cavity.
your
That
sinuses probably, yeah.
I don't know what it is, but that is so sore. And that's always
Mm.
where I get sick first. I don't know how to describe that to anyone. So, like, well, you have a sore throat. Let's check for strep. I'm like, it is not strep. It's not my tonsils. I promise you, like, this is how I always get sick. And I don't know what it is. I just don't know what that's called. So I think I need to like figure out the human anatomy of it so I can like actually describe it and understand what it is.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
think it's
mean?
something, I mean, it's gotta be something with your sinuses. Like, when I feel the roof of my mouth with my tongue, like, I have, like,
Uh-huh.
the hard roof of my mouth
Uh-huh.
until, like, 2/3 of the way back, and then,
Uh-huh.
like, then it's, like, soft,
That it's
and it
above the
feels like
soft part.
yeah, and I feel
And
like that's gotta be that's kind of where when I get sick, I feel, like, mucusy, you know? It
yes.
feels, like, kind of, like, clogged and gross and, um like, you wanna, like, try to hawk a loogie to, like, clear it
Yes.
out. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Um, I don't know what that is, but I know what you're saying. Like, I understand what you're
Right.
saying. I
You
also don't
better
know
than
human
anyone.
anatomy.
Thank you for understanding because I feel like no one in the world
Yeah, I'll
ever
validate
gets
you.
it. No one gets it. I don't know. So being sick is not fun. I've been feeling it, but life goes on. And I always laugh because I see videos where it's like me being sick versus my husband
Oh,
being
yeah.
sick. My husband has felt this like head cold too, but he will sit on the couch like wrapped in a blankie, like watching the Olympics or watching whatever sports. And I'm cleaning the floor. I'm like feeding the
Running
dogs,
around with a
making sure everyone's
toddler.
happy. And I'm like, yeah, you rest. You rest up. Like, all right. And so I started taking pictures of him every time he's like just sitting in his little, like, I tell him he's assuming the position every time he sits because he always sits in the same dang spot on the couch all the time. And so I started taking pictures of it so I can document it. And then one day I'm just going to send him a picture of him just sitting there all the time and just be like, assuming the position, 8:30, still there, 9:15. And it's like my scrapbook because I'm being petty because I have a cold, you know?
Listen, I know. I get it. It's one of those things that's like, it truly, I don't know what it is, but when men are sick, it's like the world is ending.
The world is ending for them. And I'm like, boo-hoo. And he's like, I'm sick, but I'll feel better in like an hour. It's just a morning thing. I'm like, well, good for you. Get up. Get up, blow your nose. You're fine. Do something about it.
Take some Mucinex. I know.
Right. So, man, it's been a week, but it's like, it's fine. You know, all good things. I haven't been doing...
being sick is not a good thing. But like...
No, I know.
But despite being sick, it's been an okay week.
Yeah, exactly. It's been an okay week. I haven't done a whole lot. It's just been like a normal week, which is good. I mean, we're going on vacation on Friday, so a normal week is a good week to have. So I'm very happy about it. Bless you.
Thanks. I muted.
She just sneezed. She muted herself and I saw her sneeze.
It was like one of those panic, like the sneeze came on really quick and I was like, oh shoot. So I muted.
I have a feeling this whole episode, if you hear like a random pause or an awkward pause at some point, like assume someone muted themselves to cough or sneeze. But like at a bad time when you're like waiting for a response. We're just rolling with the punches here. Oh, that's
doing
so
what you gotta
funny.
do.
So funny. Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about what I've been up to.
Yeah, I would love to hear it.
I have been sewing a lot, but I ran into an issue where Bridgerton, I caught up. I'm totally caught up.
You're ahead of me now. You're ahead of me on Bridgerton.
Bananas.
Yeah. I mean, I think only a few episodes. Like I've started season 4. I'm on like episode 2 or 3 of season 4.
Yeah.
So how many episodes are in this first part?
I think 4 or 5.
Okay. So I'm only like a couple episodes behind you.
Right.
But
right.
Still, we had this conversation about Bridgerton like a month ago, maybe, and you're caught up. But listen, I love truly, and I mean this, love that you love it so much. I love that you love it so much.
I love that you told me to watch it because where have I been? What have I been doing? It just takes Teddy to tell me to do something and I'll do it. Did you pick up, speaking of Bridgerton, in episode 1 of season 4, there was a moment during a certain ball where a specific song played from a concert you and I went to, and it happens to be a song that is extremely emotional. Are you picking up what I'm putting?
Was it Taylor Swift?
Yeah. Did you catch on?
Was it it was season 4? I don't know. I must have.
Right. If you're on it, I think it was episode 1 and I didn't text you about it. I had a text typed out when I was listening to it because it caused me to sob.
It wasn't Enchanted.
It was.
Oh.
It was. Bridgerton season 4, episode 1 plays Enchanted Bridgerton version. Holy
meltdown.
Goosebump meltdown. I was like beaming, just goofy goobers staring at
you.
The screen.
Okay, but I think what I'm getting this confused with was when you started Bridgerton season 1, they also did a Taylor Swift
Wildest Dreams.
And you texted me then.
Yes.
And said you were bawling. So I think in my head, and like I must have missed Enchanted. I don't know. I might need to go back and rewatch episode 1.
You should.
I think I really just need to, because I don't even know what episode I'm on. It was a couple weeks ago. It was like
Yeah,
pre-vacation that I watched it, so I think I should just restart.
I think
Um,
you should.
because I'm really not like I honestly don't remember what happened. Like I know is the Eloise and the younger sister and her husband came back from Scotland,
Yes.
and Eloise is like being nice and like
Yes.
going to these things and is acting happy about it. And then
Yes.
um I think all I know is that the queen is looking for a new, not star. What is it called?
Diamond.
Diamond. A new
Every
diamond.
season.
The queen is looking for a new diamond and is putting Penelope kind of in charge of helping her find it.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and I think that's as far as I've gotten. No, it
Yes.
was that. And then Penelope was like, okay, well, it can't be the Bridgerton brother. It can't be the Bridgerton brother
Right.
because he does not have his poop in a group. And then she said the Bridgerton brother. And then I think
Right.
that's the last thing I've seen. So that might be
Yes.
just episode 1.
Yeah, I feel like the 4 episodes or 5, I didn't rush through, but I was, like, pretty distracted, and so
Mhm.
I finished them, and I was like, "I should rewatch them because, like, I don't want Bridgerton to be over, like, I want more of it." So, reason why I brought this up is because I needed something to watch while I
Mhm.
still wait for the next episodes. Um, and so I thought about restarting season 4, but instead I watched 2 things. So 2 things that I've been watching. 1, the America's Next Top Model documentary that came
Oh.
out, like, 2 weeks ago, I
Mhm.
think.
Mhm.
I watched that whole thing. It
Was it
was
good?
amazing. It was incredible. And it was incredible because I really, really loved that show growing up. Like, that was a show I didn't watch every single season or whatever of it, but I remember certain seasons that I watched, and I loved that show.
Okay.
So it was a really good documentary. But I will say, I don't know about Miss Tyra Banks. I have, like, weird vibes from it. Like,
Yeah.
it the show did so many wrong things that would not fly, like,
Yeah.
today, in today's world, and a lot of people every single person basically addresses that, like, 2000s versus now, very different.
Just like what's acceptable. Yeah.
Exactly, and I agree with that, I do. I think
Mhm.
you had to be there in the 2000s to understand, like, the culture of the time, but yes, there were some things that shouldn't have happened on the show, but Tyra, to me, seemed very, like, not not sincere in feeling
Mm.
wrong, like, in her wrongdoings. It was very, like, saving face and performative to me, and so I was like, "I don't know how I feel about this." But it was a really good watch. It was just quick. It was, like, a couple episodes,
Okay.
and then it was done. So, I watched that, would recommend.
Okay.
Um
See, I didn't watch a lot of America's Next Top Model growing up.
Uh-huh.
Like I'd seen episodes here or there, but it was never like a show that I really, really watched.
Yeah.
Certainly, I've seen episodes here or there. I never watched like a
Mhm.
full season or anything. Um, and I think it was because it always it just felt a little mean, and I wasn't like
Yeah.
good with it, you
They
know?
were
And I mean, I think that's probably why people liked it too, was because it was like there was drama and it was mean
Yes.
and you know, that was
Ye
good TV. I just was too, I think, maybe like empathetic for it because then I would take it to
mm,
heart and I was like, ah. But I
it
didn't watch it a lot. And then but I have heard really good things about this documentary. Like I've seen on social media people talking about the documentary.
Yeah.
Um even though so I've considered watching the documentary even though I didn't really watch the show a whole lot.
It's okay, so first of all, I'm empathetic. I'm not saying I was
Oh,
sitting there
totally.
bullying people,
No, no,
but
no, no,
don't
no.
s don't people don't think I was really mean
No,
to
no, no.
people. I will say they addressed, like, every contestant they had contestants on there sharing their stories, and the contestants that were on there, I didn't remember any of them, so I don't think even if you've seen, like, a couple episodes, I think you would still be interested. Like, it wasn't like a you
Yeah.
had to watch a show, but it's funny, like, to your point, they were saying, like, it made for good TV. Exactly to your
1,000%.
point, that's what they
Mhm.
all said. Like, this one girl was like, "The show ruined my life, but it made for good TV," but they did at what expense? Like, to that
Right.
was basically, like, the whole moral of the documentary was, like, this was made for good TV, but we were the girls who were told this was gonna be a career for us.
Yeah,
And
and
so
I'm
it's
not
really
saying
interesting.
in any way it's not the viewer's fault. Like, I don't think it's anyone who watched the show and loved the show. I don't think that's their fault. I think the blame of what happened to the girls is fully on the producers, the
Yeah,
show, the people there.
right.
In no way, shape, or form. Like, I love watching shows where, like, I, there are shows that I watch that I'm like, I don't support what's happening here.
Right,
Like,
right.
I wouldn't want that to happen to me. But like Fear Factor. Fear Factor. I would never,
Dude, they mentioned that
never.
show in there too. They talked about Fear
Oh,
Factor in the
really?
documentary because that was the thing. They were like, the big show, like, again, you had to be there. Survivor, Fear Factor, a lot of the big
Mm-hmm.
reality TV shows that America's Next Top Model was competing against was Fear Factor. So they were like, we had to have some draw. Like, we had to
Right.
have something to draw people in. So you're hitting it right on the head. Like, that's
Mm-hmm.
it was a marketing game of how do we keep viewership up. And so they had models
It's like, how
posing
do we
with
push the limit?
tarantulas.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything you're saying is verbatim, like what the documentary is about. And I do think it was great. And I really liked hearing the girls' point of view on it. It was interesting. It's an interesting watch, and I think anyone should watch it. Um, it was just really quick. So I was like, I need something else. So I saw this post and someone said, if you're in between Bridgerton episodes and you like balls and you like dresses
Mm.
and you like these like things, watch the show called Sandokan. And I was like, okay, I guess, like, I'll try it, whatever. It's on Netflix, and I think it came out like late 2025. And there's a season 2. It's been renewed for season 2 in 2026, I believe. And the main star. So first of all, Ed Westwick is one of the main
Oh,
characters. So exactly, that's why I was like, okay, Ed Westwick, like, I'll watch it. Who plays Sandokan? Sandokan. I don't know how to say it. Do you know Can Yaman? Can Yaman? Khan Yaman,
no.
the actor?
How do you spell his
He's
first name?
before I tell you, he's a very common fan cast for Cassian in like a live action.
Oh.
So imagine this, but okay, his name is Can.
Yaman. Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
He's the main character. So I was like, sure.
Oh, that's like right up your alley, dude.
I was like, duh, of course I'm going to watch his
Yes.
show.
What the
And
heck? This is an attractive man.
he's beautiful. So I was like, sure, I'll watch this. And they're saying it's like a great in between Bridgerton show. This show is a pirate drama. And like, not just a pirate drama, this is like a gory, like, I would say more like Game of Thrones, but for pirates than Bridgerton. There's like 2 balls, but it's all violence. And I was like,
Oh.
what do you mean? Why am I watching this? But I guess it's an Italian show, and it was based on a novel that like an Italian author wrote, and it was a popular show. I don't know, back in the day in the 1900s, it was like a popular show. So it's a remake of the show.
Oh.
It's just one of those TV shows that feels like a fever dream. Like, it just doesn't feel
Yeah.
real for some reason. It feels like a Lifetime movie or like something kind of off. Like, there's something weird about it, and I don't know how to like put my finger on it, but something is a little off about the show. But it's good. Like, it's fine. There's some plot twists I don't like, and I think I have 2 more episodes of season 1. But it's pretty good. Like, it's fine. It is what it is. It's a good placeholder. But I'm not going to sit here and say, like, you have to go watch it, because it is a lot of, like, violence.
Did you watch Baby Reindeer on Netflix?
I'm sorry. Huh?
Did
Baby
you ever watch
reindeer?
It's called Baby Reindeer. It's a drama miniseries. It's a British
Is it a Christmas show?
No.
Oh, I'm sitting here
It's like
thinking
a
you're talking about
comedy, drama, thriller television miniseries.
No.
Okay. when you talk about, like, a show that feels like a fever dream,
Yeah.
like, Baby Reindeer got nominated for some, like, Emmys. I don't know. It's called Baby Reindeer. If you
Okay.
look it up, you'll be like, "Okay." It came out on Netflix last year, and I watched it. I don't know how many episodes it was, whatever. Um, that was a fever dream show for me. Like, I know exactly what you mean by, like, a show puts you like, you're like, "What is happening?"
Right.
Like, I don't
Right.
know. What? There was also a show, who's the actor who plays Ron Weasley? Rupert Grint?
Oh, I
Rupert,
love
how do you say
him.
his last name?
Rupert Grint. Yes,
Grint.
Grint.
Rupert Grint was in a Netflix show called Sick Note.
Sick Note?
Was that it?
Wait, I kind of am liking the idea of Baby Reindeer.
Dude,
It
was a
looks like you, but roles reversed. Like the Joe Goldberg
Oh, yeah, yeah,
story.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Um, was Sick Note what I'm thinking of? I don't know. Anyway, there was another show on Netflix that Rupert Grint was in a few years ago
Okay.
that I watched that also felt like a fever dream, and
Yeah.
then Baby Reindeer felt like a fever dream, and I was like, "What is happening here?" Like, I know what you mean, though. There's some shows like that where it's like, "What is
Right.
going
It's
on?"
weird. And like the filming style or like the intro or whatever what do you call that when it's like, the opening theme song
Mhm.
plays or something.
Yeah,
You
the
know what?
opening theme, yeah.
In high school, did you ever have to watch Romeo and Juliet or like what is it, the Iliad and the Odyssey or something?
Yeah, mhm.
And those like movies that were kind of like low budget movies, I would assume from watching them, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, they were classics. You had to watch them.
Mhm.
It feels like that, like just weird
Okay.
acting, odd, but like you have Ed Westwick, the main female character is very good. It's just so bizarre. I don't know why I'm watching it because there's no like whoever said to watch this if you're in between Bridgerton, like, I wish I could find that video again and be like, "You're wrong. Like, this is
You're
not right."
wrong.
Like, trigger warning to anyone in the comments who's about to go watch it, this is very gory, fighting. There's maybe 1 ball, and it lasts for 2 minutes. So, like, don't. Spare yourself,
So,
please.
okay, I you have you heard of Outlander?
I've heard of it. I've never watched it.
Okay. So Outlander, I read the first 1 or 2 Outlander books,
Mhm.
and I don't know if you would like it or not, but
Okay.
it's about it's like another historical drama, but it's like a
Uh-huh.
romance.
Okay.
And so I've heard such good things about it, and people keep telling me to watch it, and I've never watched it. What are you giggling about? Me coughing?
No, we're just throwing out so many shows right now, but I love it. I'm really excited
Listen,
about this.
I kind of wanna try to watch Outlander.
What
Um,
is Outlander about?
Outlander is a historical fantasy novel. Mm,
Historical fantasy series
okay.
about a World War II nurse?
Yes. Let
Oh.
me let me read it to you. So, she's a nurse in World War II. She mysteriously goes back in time to Scotland in 1743.
Whoa.
There, she meets a dashing Highland warrior
Ooh.
and gets drawn into an epic rebellion, whatever. So it's kind of like a fantasy, like, she's living in, like, World War II time, and then she magically gets sent back in time and then
Okay.
falls in love with this, like, rough and tough, like, Scottish Highland guy. And then it's like
Interesting.
she's stuck in the wrong time, and she's, like, from the future, but she doesn't know. So I kind of wanna watch that. I do think I'd really
Yeah.
like that. I don't know how much I don't know if there's any balls because I haven't watched the show and I only read the first book. Um, and I think there's, like, a lot of books, so I don't know if there's
Okay.
any balls, but I kind of wanna watch that one. I don't know if you would like it.
For a sec, it took me, I don't know what just happened. It took me a minute in my head to understand what you were talking about when you said there aren't any balls in it. And I was sitting here like,
You were
what are
like,
you talking about? And I
"Does
was like,
she know
what
we're
are you
recording right
talking
now?"
about? And I'm sitting here like, what is that? What? And then it connected. I was like, oh, balls,
Balls.
dances, parties. Got it, got it. Um, Okay. You said that was when 18 based in 18 something something?
17 something.
Okay, 17 something. So here's our time frame. We have Bridgerton. This is our timeline of TV shows. Bridgerton series is set during the Regency era, so 1795 to 1837. So your show would take us back
A
around the
little bit
start of
earlier.
Bridgerton, yeah.
Mhm.
And then Sandokan is based in 1841, so a little
Oh, so even a
after.
little bit
Like,
later.
So that's like the time frame here, but kind of similar because they're all based in like the same area of the world,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like, which is
Yeah.
cool. It is cool. Um, it's just I don't know. So I've been watching that show and I have like 2 episodes left and I'm like, I guess I'll turn it on and watch it again
Right. Yeah.
because the actors are cute and
You're like,
like
"Why not? I'm waiting
it's
for
not
Bridgerton."
right. I thought it was a love story. I thought it was all these things. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but like I mean,
Not
I
what you
guess go
expected.
watch it if you wanna go watch it.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I've been up to. I haven't done anything else. I've been trying to go to bed early the past couple of nights too. Like, I've been trying to focus on getting good sleep, and, like, early for me is 9:30. Right?
And
That's
is
an
that,
early
like, get
bedtime.
into bed, or is that? Because I mean, you get into bed and you fall asleep.
Yeah, it takes me, like, 10, 15
Like, you
minutes
don't
maybe
scroll
to
or
fall asleep.
anything?
Some days I will. Some days I'm bad, but if I tell myself, "Put your phone down," then I'll put my phone down, and
Mhm.
I can fall asleep by, like, 9:45 and wake up whenever, like,
That's impressive.
6:30. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I've been trying to do that, but otherwise, I've done nothing. Nada. Do you have anything, like, exciting you've been doing?
No.
Because my life's not exciting right now.
No, I don't have anything either. I've been going to bed. I truly I so everyone I was starting to feel nasty and I was starting to feel nasty and sick last week, and
Mhm.
so everyone in stream told me to get something called Theraflu
Oh.
and take some Theraflu because it makes you feel a lot better when you have a head cold and stuff. So I was like, "Okay, sure." So I went to CVS and I got this thing called Theraflu, and
Uh-huh.
apparently Theraflu is like something you mix into water, like it's like a tea. So
Huh.
it's like a drinkable medicine. So the package that I got has like a daytime and a nighttime. It was like a dual pack. So you got like some nighttime Theraflu and some daytime Theraflu, like a Dayquil NyQuil situation. Um,
Uh-huh.
but you like mix it with hot water and drink it. And so I was like, "Okay, sure, I'll try it." And I ended up picking up some of the nighttime stuff, and on Friday night, my husband and I sat on the couch and watched Homeward Bound, and
Okay.
I drank some nighttime Theraflu. And Homeward Bound ended, and I was like, "I'm kinda tired, I'm gonna go to bed." I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Actually," I'm like, "I'm really tired, I'm gonna go to bed." So I went upstairs, went to bed, and I probably fell asleep by, like, 11. I
Mhm.
slept until 9 AM.
Wow.
9 AM. I got, like,
That's
10 hours of
beautiful.
sleep. Like,
That's
what?
gorgeous.
So and I haven't slept that long, and I couldn't even tell you how long.
Did
I
you
haven't slept.
feel, like, so good?
I felt like I had gotten a good night's sleep, and in
Good.
my head, I was like, "Wow, my body needed that." Like, I was really sick, like, my body must just be, like, stocking up on sleep because I'm getting this sickness, and it's setting in.
Uh-huh.
So, then the next night, it was later that same I woke up that night, I was about to go to bed, and I was like it's nighttime, I was taking well, Saturday morning, I took,
Mhm.
my Mucinex for the first time, and it cleared me up, like, so well. I took my Mucinex D.
Okay.
I could breathe out of both nostrils. I felt like I could expand my lungs to their fullest potential. I was feeling good. We went for
Uh-huh.
a WALK with the boys in the park. Like, I
Mhm.
was great Saturday during the day. Like, I truly wasn't coughing, wasn't sniffling. I wasn't plugged up. Like, that Mucinex D really, really helped me. And then you can only take it like once every 12 hours. But
Okay.
because it is whatever the drug is in Mucinex D that, like, really clears you up,
Uh-huh.
it can also, like, make you jittery and make it hard to sleep. So I'm
Oh.
like, "I'm not gonna take it at night," right? So I was like,
Mhm.
"You know what? I took that tea last night. I liked that tea. I'll just have that tea again, see if that helps." So I drank this tea, knocked out, passed out,
Gorgeous.
was asleep for, like, another 8 hours that night. I slept a full night's sleep. And I woke up the next morning and I was like, is there something in this tea that makes you pass out? Or am I just really sick? No, there's a drug in it that makes you, it's essentially Benadryl.
If it's like a PM medication, I would assume so.
I didn't,
Right?
I just thought it was like a not, I didn't think it was gonna like put me to bed. And stuff like that usually doesn't work for me. Like if I take melatonin or like even NyQuil, I had that a couple nights ago. I feel like I toss and turn so much. And I feel like when I take sleep aids, they make me sleep worse. I don't know what it is. I feel like I get a really, I can fall asleep, but then I have a really light and restless sleep when I take like melatonin or sleep aids or anything.
Yeah.
So this knocked out, had dreams, was good rest. So I don't know what this stuff is. Essentially it has, what did I say, Benadryl in it.
Okay.
And it knocked me out. And so I drank that for a couple nights this weekend.
Good.
No, I really didn't do a whole lot. Saturday I sat on the back porch and listen here.
Haha. I know what you're going to tell me right now.
Do you?
Go speak. Yes. Yes.
I don't know if you do.
I think
I so badly want a pilot vanishing point.
Nope, this is not what I thought you were going to tell me.
I didn't think so.
Can I pause you for a second? Because I thought you were about to tell me because of your, you said, and so I thought, oh, Mr. Teddy put in an irrigation system.
Yeah, no, he did do that.
That's where I thought we were going.
He did do that. I knew that's what you were thinking because I sat outside. I sat outside. Goodness gracious. No, I watched him do that on Saturday. Just, yeah, what? Innovation. Innovative,
yes,
that man.
Yes.
Yes. No, but I sat there on Saturday and the fountain pen store isn't open on Sunday. And so I was like, I really want this pilot finishing point. I really want this pen. I really want this pen. And I'm like, I don't need to spend the money on this pen. I don't need to spend the money on this pen. And so for Saturday, I sat on the back porch and I was doing my journaling. I was catching up on some journaling, whatever. And I basically just sat there and argued with myself all day that I didn't need to get in my car and go buy this pen. And I won the battle with myself and I did not go get it. I still just want it so bad, but it's so expensive. But I part of me just wants to go in there and be like, and so I sat there on TikTok, like watching the fountain pen stores videos on pens. And like, I was watching a ton of videos on it and I was like, don't go get it. Don't go get it. Don't go get it. And I didn't.
Right.
And so I've just held strong. That's it. That's the whole story. I sat there and didn't get the pen.
Okay. My thoughts are, you've been thinking about the pen for more than 24 hours. You have always told me the 24-hour rule. That is what you've always told me is 24 hours. You're still thinking about it. It's been not only 24 hours, you've been thinking about it for a very long time.
It's been since like last summer, but
right. And again, I think it's something where it's not just like instant gratification or what's the word? Satisfaction, gratification. It's something that you're going to use for a long time. Pens are forever. All right. Pens will never go out of style. Pens will stay with you forever. Like that's a pen you'll have for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? I still have my favorite pencil from Barnes & Noble when I was a kid. Like you will keep that pen forever. So to me, worth it. I would go to the store, try it out. Maybe you won't even like how it writes that much, but I think maybe you try it, you test it out, and if you love it, you buy it. Because you know what? You work hard. You deserve it. I know. YOLO. You only live once.
I know. And I did then part on Saturday, part Sunday. I did a couple of returns for like some stuff I had bought to take on my trip. I sent a couple things back to Amazon, a pair of sandals and a dress, and then I took another dress back to Target that I had bought, I liked, but like didn't fit or like I didn't necessarily need, whatever. And it was like about $120, $130 worth of dresses and shoes, 2 dresses and a pair of shoes. Yeah. And so I was like, I just made $120. I'm going to put that towards my pen. I just made $120.
That's free money.
I didn't make $120 and I also didn't put it towards my pen, but
well, you know what? You still have that $120. So to me, that's a free $120 to use towards your pen. It's practically your pen's like 75% off. So I say you do it because it's something you've been thinking about. And again, you'll have it forever. It's not like a marker that's going to like dry up or something, you know? So
That's true.
I'm a big fan. I'm proud of you, I guess. But like,
I know.
I think this one, because you've been thinking about it for so long, it's like a do it.
You know me. I'm not a
Whatever.
good shopper. I'm not good at like buying
I know.
stuff for myself.
I know. And so I'm here to say you deserve it. You work hard and it's something that would bring you joy. And you've been thinking about it for a while, researching it. And again, it's like an heirloom now for you. And like one day someone's going to be like,
That's true.
Teddy wrote with that all the time. That was Teddy's
Mhm.
favorite pen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the perfect reason to get it right there.
I know.
So
okay,
I support it.
speaking of big purchases, I want to hear about a big purchase
yeah.
you made this week.
That's what I was going to say. So you know what? I'll compare it to this. I'm not going to use what I bought forever. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe it won't work one day. I finally got my Switch 2 this weekend. I went to Best Buy and I chose Best Buy was my place of purchase.
Okay.
It just felt the most right. It felt the most official. Like I wanted to feel an official Switch 2 purchaser. You know, I didn't want to order it. I wanted to walk into a store, be like, I want that Switch 2, please, and get it and like have it in my hands. So I did. I went to Best Buy and I walked in and I went over to the little Switch 2 section and I waited for like 15 minutes because no one would help me. And I was like, can someone please come get this out of the case for me? I'm getting mad. And there's only one. And I was like, if someone else comes in here and gets an employee faster than me, I'll be so mad if I have to order this thing then. I was like, I want that one right now. So, because I didn't want a bundle. I didn't need a bundle. I didn't want the Mario Kart World. I don't want Legends Z to A. So I was like, I just want the Switch 2. And there was one of those. So
honestly, I'm surprised you didn't want the Mario Kart because like you and your husband are Mario Kart people.
We like Mario Kart, but I was like, I don't want him playing on this Switch. Or like, I don't want to have to plug that Switch in if he ever wants to play it. So I was like, we've got the other Mario Kart. Yeah, I don't need it.
I get
that. I was like, whatever. And someone came up to help me. He was like this 23-year-old guy. And he was like, okay, you want the Switch too? And I was like, yes, please. And he's trying to sell me on like the Best Buy credit card. And like, if you apply, you get 20% back or whatever. And I was like, nope. Just want the Switch 2. Like, just want this. And he goes, okay, but can I offer you the protection plan? So if like the screen cracks or if like something happens to it, I was like, no, I've had enough Switches. Haven't had a problem. We're good.
I'm good.
Like, let's move on. I don't want your $100 protection plan.
Yeah, I never
So
did those.
then his little friend walks up and he goes, oh, is that for you? And I was like, yeah, it is for me. I was like, I'm really excited. There's a Pokemon game I'm really looking forward to. He said, oh, let me ask one of my coworkers. He always recommends this one Pokemon game. And let me like buzz him. And he's like saying into his little walkie-talkie, he goes, what's that one Pokemon game that you tell everyone to play that you really like? And he looks at me and he goes, what was it called? I don't remember. Moon and Stars? And I was like, no, doesn't exist. Not a thing. That's not a game. In my head, I'm saying that.
I'm already angry because like, why does he assume that like that you aren't a part of the Switch world, that you aren't a part of the video game world, that you don't know all the Pokemon games? He's like, oh, he just immediately assumed you needed a recommendation and you were like,
yes. Right. So then he goes,
come on.
Moon and Stars. And in my head, I literally was like, that's not a thing. That's not a game. And so he finally gets the guy's whatever back. And he goes, oh, Sword and Shield. And I was like, sweetie, that came out years ago and I already beat that game. I was like, let's catch, like,
Did
come
you say
on.
that?
No, but I was like, I didn't say it like that. I said, oh yeah, I finished that one. I already played that. Great game. And I was just like so mad in that moment because I was like, don't even try. Like what you said, I was like, this is for me. And yes, I've played video games before and they were like dumbfounded. Like the one guy who was helping me get it out of the case was kind of like, because his friend came up and started saying all that. And so anyways, they were sweet. They were like, oh, congratulations. It's like, thanks. Like I merely have to purchase this so I can play one game. Like, thank you for the congratulations. So it was exciting, but I took it home, got it powered up, like swapped over my data, and I pre-ordered the Pokemon games. I pre-ordered Pokemon Fire Red, which was announced this week, and it comes out this Friday. And I pre-ordered Pokopia. although
Heck
it's
yes, you
not
did.
showing up yet. That was like the best moment, was hitting pre-order on that game. Even though it's not showing up on a homepage yet, I was like, I bought that, didn't I?
So
Like, I paid for
did
that.
you do the pre-order through the Pokemon website so you could get the Ditto?
No, I think
Okay.
so they were sold out.
Is that over? Okay.
It's there, but it says sold out. And I was like, whatever.
Oh, okay.
And so they said they were going to get more in stock, but I was like, I want to buy this now. I was like, I don't care.
Listen, if they get more in stock, I can order it and you can have the Ditto. I don't need it.
Right. I was like, do I need a Ditto? But it is cool. And I know some other places have pre-orders with like stickers and cool things that you can get with it. But I was like, you know what? Don't care. Just want the game. So I pre-ordered Pokopia, and I wanted to see its little icon on the homepage so bad, but it doesn't populate on your homepage until they process the payment. And they only process payments like within, I literally went into the like sub details of pre-orders on Nintendo's website to figure this out. Nintendo processes pre-orders within 7 days of the game coming out. And so it won't show up or like download until they like run your credit card or like process your payment. So Fire Red came through because it comes out, well, when this episode comes out, it will be out. But Pokopia, I think it comes out on the 5th next week. So I think it'll show up on my Switch in the next like couple days or something.
Okay.
But
that's
I'm really excited.
I'm really excited for you. I'm truly like, this is a big week for you. You've been sending me like truly so much Pokemon stuff that it's just further, I'm not going to say enhancing my insecurities, but kind of enhancing my insecurities that I know nothing, that I don't know anything. And it's fine because it's like, I'm going to learn.
100%.
But I will say, I watched a really long video this morning on TikTok about Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green. Yes. So I learned, let me tell you what I learned.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I learned that the original games were what, red and yellow?
Red and blue in the US. Blue. Red and green in Japan.
So red and blue for the Game Boy Color, like the Game Boy. Okay. Yep. And then for Game Boy, was it Game Boy Color or whatever the next one was like Sapphire and something else, right?
The next ones were Silver, Gold, and Crystal.
Crystal, yep. Yes. And then Fire Red, Leaf Green.
Correct.
However, I learned that in the original, like the very first, you're in Kanto.
Yes.
And then I think for the next ones, like the Crystal and the other ones, you're not in Kanto.
No.
But then Fire Red, Leaf Green, you are in Kanto again, but like with better graphics. Correct. And like more hidden secret stuff. So there was this guy who was like really excited about it. So anyway, I watched all of that and this guy is like, I'm so excited about these games. And so I learned all of that. And then he basically was talking about, I think it might have been a different video actually. That was about the different exclusive Pokemon to Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Yes.
And can I tell you, this is how sometimes I know I'm a good friend, even though, but listen, I watched this whole thing and it was like, I think the different characters like up against each other that were like kind of like similar. So it was like Oddish versus like whoever from Leaf Green was kind of like the comparable. And this guy was like picking his favorites from each one. And it was like, okay, if I have to pick from each one, what one would I pick? And like, which version should I go with? And so it was like, whatever. And I watched the full thing and I said, man, the ones from Leaf Green are so much cuter. I was like, I really like the ones from Leaf Green better. And I said, I want to get Leaf Green, but I know that this means so much to Mandi and I'm going to let her pick whatever one she wants. And I will get Fire Red and I will take the ones that I don't like because this means more to her. And I know that she wants to get the opposite one as me. So I will trade. And so in my head, I was like, she's going to want to get Leaf Green because they're cuter. And so I was like, I'm probably going to get Fire Red for Mandi. So that, we can do, because I knew I needed to get the opposite of what you wanted. And then you saying you ordered Fire Red, I'm like, heck yes. I can get green.
That's the cutest thing.
But why did you get red? They're not as cute.
Okay, hear me out. I'm trying, like, tell me why I'm Googling it right now and I can't find just a simple graphic. Like, I've been seeing so many graphics and I just want them in front of me.
Fire red versus leaf green exclusives.
Correct.
Pokemon exclusive. Okay, here. I have a link right here. I'm going to send it in the chat.
For some reason, I am just getting photos upon photos.
I sent you a graphic in the chat.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so here's why I got fire red. It was a hard decision. I mean, listen, there were definitely some from fire red. Like, I like Psyduck. Yep.
I like Psyduck more than like Bellsprout.
Correct. Okay, so here's my thoughts. And it was tough, but for me, who I want on my team, I really, really like Vileplume. I love that Pokemon. And that's just like a staple for me. And so I can only have that one in Fire Red, but also Arcanine. I love Arcanine. I had to have him. And so I went that route mostly because of Vileplume and Arcanine. But what made it
Where the heck is Arcanine? Oh, Arcanine the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dog. He's a fire dog.
Oh, sorry. He looks like a lion.
He is like a pseudo legendary in my opinion. He's just this really cool big fire dog.
Yeah. But so Oddish. I love the Oddishes. Yeah. I love Vileplume. I like Psyduck. I like Growlithe and Arcanine. Yep. I like Wooper. Oh
my God, of course you do.
Wooper's cute.
I can't stand Wooper.
But then it's like, I would pick the Sandshrews over the snakes. I think the Vulpix and the Ninetales, cute.
See, I'm not a Vulpix person. For some reason, I just am not a Vulpix person. But I agree, cute.
Slowpoke reminds me of your dogs.
Yep. He's pretty derpy. I love, the hard part for me was not having Starmie. So you'll have Starmie, and I'm bummed because I like Starmie, but I also like Cloyster. So I was like, I'm sad about Starmie, but I still will have Cloyster, so I'm happy. But also Bellossom. I love that Pokemon. She won't do a whole lot for me, honestly, but I think she's cute.
Yeah.
You want to know what one of the hardest decisions was, actually, like one that I'm going to be missing out on and kind of sad about, is Octillery. So Octillery was one of the Pokemon that I always used in Pokemon Stadium.
Oh.
And I just thought he was so goofy. And so I'm kind of bummed that I won't have Octillery, but it's okay. So you win some, you lose some. You want to know the sad part of this all, which I learned after the fact? We won't even be able to trade because you have to be like close to each other. Like your devices have to be close. So it can't just
get together for Hilary Duff.
You're so right. I guess I'll just have to wait forever.
Yeah, we're going to be in Vegas in our hotel room playing Pokemon. Leave us alone.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That just made me feel so much better about it.
And for a fact that my husband is probably going to play this too. And he has his own Switch too. So like.
True. Very true. Well, yeah, I'm like, maybe I need to like reboot my other Switches
to play.
True. I obviously think Leaf Green is like more what I would pick just by title. But
no, I listen, and yeah, I don't think the like titles, the Pokemon within them and what's exclusive to it is more important. Yeah, I don't know. So I will get Leaf Green.
I'm so excited. Here's what I was thinking. I was thinking about you yesterday because, to your point, your education that you did for yourself. So these games are essentially Fire Red and Leaf Green were remakes of the very first original Pokemon games that ever came out in 1996. So Green was in Japan and Blue was in the US and like America. So these are remakes of the very first introduction to Pokemon for every single person on planet Earth. So for you, I don't want you to be nervous because this is how every single human,
like, basic. Yeah.
It's going to be perfect for you because it's going to be so like that is the core of Pokemon. And to me, that's like the most amazing part of it. So Fire Red, Leaf Green, yes, they updated like graphics, but it's going to be the same exact gameplay that
Which I
everyone
think will be good.
experienced.
Yeah. I
It's
think that'll be good to
perfect.
have the updated graphics. I will say,
Totally.
so my husband, huge Pokemon fan, like you two have
Mhm.
always had that in common.
Yep.
He never played these.
Okay.
He never played these. He played the first two. He played
Mhm.
red and blue.
Yep.
And I think he had red. And he, I can swear he has a yellow cartridge in the other room.
Yeah, okay. So yellow came out a little bit after green or red and blue. So I have
Okay.
yellow. I have never even played the original. My brother has blue and we never had red. I've never even
Okay.
played Fire Red or Leaf Green, the originals. I haven't played those either. But yes, you probably have seen the yellow
Okay.
cartridge with Pikachu on it. That is
Yeah.
the same game. It's the same thing.
Okay.
So it was just released later.
Okay, got it. Okay. Because I was going to say, I think I think that's what he played. He had a Game Boy Color. He had like a blue teal Game Boy Color with like it was like the big chunky square.
It's the exact
It wasn't
same
the
one
like,
I have.
Yeah. So that's the one he played and loved.
Yep.
And so he never played Fire Red or Leaf Green.
Yep.
And so I think that he doesn't seem super excited about this. When I told him about this, he was like less than excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was just like, okay, yeah, I never played those.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, but I don't know if he knows that it's a remake of like the ones that he really loved. Because like that's what he played the original. And that was like his favorite Pokemon game was that original. And he just sunk so many hours into that as a kid.
Yep.
So that does have that nostalgic feeling for him. So I don't know if he knows that this is a remake. Because I want to get him excited about it. Because I want him to have fun,
It's the original. It's the original game. Fire Red and Leaf Green, yes, they enhanced like graphics, but the only like gameplay change, sure, there might be some things here and there. The major like gameplay change in those games in 2004 when the remakes came out was they added the islands as like post-game content. So once you finish the game, then there's like these islands you can go to and you get these new passes. So there's more gameplay after the game. Okay. Like after you do the standard, like you go to the Elite Four and you battle everyone and you beat all the gym people and you beat Team Rocket. After all that is done, there's some additional stuff you can do.
Okay.
So it is for you. Kanto is where Pokemon began. This is the heart of it all. It's the original 151. Yes, there are some Gen 2, Gen 3s added because it's the remake, but that's what makes it fun. I think this is the perfect game just for like nostalgic Pokemon feels. So I'm excited for you to play it. I think it's absolutely perfect for you. I am really excited for the Pokemon Direct this Friday. So this episode's going to come out earlier than the Direct, but the Pokemon Direct is at 9 a.m. Eastern time on Friday, the 27th, which is the exact date of the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. And there are so many theories and like leaks that have been coming on about what they're going to announce or talk about on the 30th anniversary. And I'm really excited.
What have you heard? What leaks have you heard and what are you hoping for?
I don't know. So leaks I've heard, obviously there's so much to it, like Pokemon Go. I'm sure there's going to be some updates to Pokemon Go. I'm sure there's going to be new announcements about the trading card game. Those don't really excite me as much. I want to know about games and like maybe another show that's coming out. But I've seen rumors, and they talked about this a year ago about Gen 10. We're on Gen 10 of Pokemon.
That's wild.
Right. Which would be a whole new region. Like we're talking Kanto being the first one. This would add a whole new region and regional Pokemon. So we're talking a ton new Pokemon.
Are there 10 regions right now? Are there 9 regions right now?
Okay. And so every game, like every new generation brings a new region. And so new Pokemon come out. So like Teddiursa, if that's Gen 2, I think Teddiursa's Gen 2 or 3. That would be the silver, gold, crystal generation. That's when those were introduced. And then, you know what I mean? So they're talking about Gen 10. For me, that doesn't excite me as much because I'm kind of sick of all these new Pokemon. they're looking a little weird to me. They're not like they don't
Yeah.
feel right. I
No.
don't know.
They feel like, I'm sick of them
Forced.
taking, like, inanimate objects and turning it into a Pokemon. Like a
Right.
security camera.
Right. Or the car engine.
Yeah.
Like a literal car engine. And I've seen a lot of people posting about that, like how they're sick of that. And people love to fight about Pokemon. People
Mhm.
love to fight in comment sections about these games and everything. Everyone has their own opinion. I don't love all of these inanimate objects. Like we already have a chandelier. We have lamps. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know like what else. You want a computer monitor? Actually, no, because we have one of those. Um, so I'm not super thrilled. I would be excited, but not like that's not my high hope for Pokemon Day. So for me, or well, I guess another rumor is the next Legends game. So we had Legends Arceus, and
Mhm.
they're saying Legends Johto, which is the next region, like the Gen 2 region. So after Kanto comes Johto. I don't want
Okay.
another Legends game though because they scare me. So
Was was Legend is it Legend ZA?
yes. So Legends ZA, where it's basically like the 3D world. I guess I don't know how you describe that, but
Yeah.
the Pokemon attack you.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
Legends.
And that's similar to Arceus
Exactly.
because it's
Same
Legends Arceus,
gameplay.
Legends ZA. So Legends Arceus is like the what, Gen 1?
You know, I'm not sure because they have Gen 1 and Gen 2 in there. I don't
Okay.
know how far up that one goes, but
Okay.
I'm not crazy. That game scared me. I've never finished that game because it scared
Yeah.
me too bad. I
And then
haven't
ZA
played
was the
ZA.
same thing, but just in a city.
Exactly, and that's why I
Yeah.
didn't buy it. 'Cause I was like, I don't wanna play Pokemon on a rooftop of
Mhm.
a city this whole time. I'm bored. So, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't be super excited about that, but, like, maybe. If it's not stuck in a city, I might be more excited about it. If
Mhm.
it's, like, out in the wild or if it's in Johto or even Kanto where you can run around the original town and the Pokemon will attack you, I could handle that. That might be better. I don't know. So, I would love you know what? I don't know what I would love. If I'm being honest, I think I would like a remake of Crystal or which they have Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So they already kind of have that, but like maybe an open world of Crystal where I could run around all of the original towns, but in like today's graphics, like in the
Mhm.
2D, 3D, whatever you call it. I think that would be like my ideal. I don't think that's going to happen, but like that's all my hopes are. I'm just excited to
When
play these games.
what game was Crystal available on?
Um,
Game Boy
Game
Advance?
Boy. It's that same big square
Oh,
as like
okay.
red,
Okay.
blue. So that
Okay.
was 1999 that those came out. Um, so it's the same, yeah, Game Boy.
Okay.
And I that was like my favorite. Crystal and Silver specifically were the two I spent most of my time playing. And I would love to walk around those towns, but in like today's
Mhm.
graphics. I think that would
Mhm.
be really cool. But yeah, those are like I don't know. I don't really have like a bunch of high hopes. I like new games from them, but like I don't know. I I just want like the old Pokemon feel back, but in these
Yeah.
open world concepts
I
and
get
not all
that.
this new stuff, you
Yeah.
know? So that
You
would
want,
be
like,
my hope.
classic gameplay, updated graphics. In
Correct.
terms of not just, like, remastered, like Leaf Green, Violet Red are, but, like,
Yeah.
not just because I mean, that's gonna be, like, old graphics. They're just porting the game to the Switch. Like,
Right.
you can just it just
Right.
means you can play the game on the Switch. It doesn't mean that it's, like, a whole new game.
Right.
Um, but, like, physically, like, make the game in today's graphics, but, like, in, like, an Arceus style
Yes.
graphic,
Yeah.
but with, like, a traditional gameplay.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, and if the Pokemon are walking around and they run at me, fine. I don't want, like, a health meter. I don't want
Yeah.
my character to be hurt.
Is is Sword and Shield kind of like that?
Exactly. It
Yeah.
would be like a Sword and Shield, but the original. Like, take
Mhm.
Sword and Shield and just put it in, like, Crystal
Kanto.
version.
Yeah.
Perfection. Chef's kiss. Yes.
Okay.
I'm just sick of all these like new mechanics and like these trendy trainers who I just find like irritating. I just want like good old fashioned Pokemon like Sword and Shield. That would
Mhm.
be perfect. But you know what? We'll see. Anything's exciting. I think Pokopia is something I would have said I was dreaming about. So that's great. Do I wish like some things were different about that? And I've said it before. I just don't want to be like a Ditto person. I wish I could be
Mhm.
like a cute person
Mhm.
running around the
Customer or
album.
yeah, character
Yeah,
customization. Yeah.
a little bit. That'd be great. I don't want to be Ditto forever.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I've heard also they might talk about expansions to Pokopia and different areas that we could go to. So it's like once you complete your main land, then eventually you could travel further out because everyone's wondering like what generations are going to be there, how many Pokemon are in this game,
Right.
and what future expansions could there be. So we shall see. We shall see, but I'm really excited. It'll be fun. And it's funny because I'll be in the car driving to Florida when all this happens. So I'll be able to like play my game. It's pre-downloaded. So when you pre-order it, it pre-downloads. So I
Okay,
can just
good.
pop it on and play at the end of their little
Ooh, that's gonna be
video.
exciting.
Uh-huh. And then I'll just sit in the car and watch. And
You're gonna be
hopefully
like,
my
"Listen,
daughter
I
will
am not
cooperate.
driving."
Right. I'm gonna bring like noise canceling headphones and like plug them into my phone and then just zone out for however long they talk. So that's like what's getting me through this week, honestly. 30 years. 30 years of Pokemon. Can you believe it?
Do we know what time the direct is?
9 a.m. Eastern.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
I've got a doctor's appointment at 8:30, but it's a virtual one.
Gorgeous.
So it should be done by 9.
9 a.m. Eastern on their YouTube and I think Twitch too. I think on the Pokemon
Okay.
Twitch and YouTube, they'll be live, which will be really fun. So I'm
Okay,
excited
cool.
to hear everyone's thoughts. And yes, I think you definitely need leaf green. Get whatever one you want. And tell Mr. Teddy, either way, it's going to be a nostalgic, beautiful game.
I know. Right. We're gonna get him to play.
He'll do it. Okay, so last thing that I think we need to catch up, right? Is this the last thing to talk about today?
I think so.
Okay. Hilary Duff released her new album last Friday, like a week ago.
Last Friday. Mm-hmm.
Last Friday, we got the Hilary Duff album fully released called Luck or something, right?
Or
That's the title
something.
of it?
Yeah.
Or
Luck or
something.
something. Yeah.
I think it's called Luck or something, but that's actually the title of the album. So I listened to it.
Did you? What are your first thoughts?
Yeah.
I will say, I think both of us, like, we had a brief conversation before this. Just saying,
Yes.
like, have you listened to it? Yes. Okay. Me too, but just briefly. So, like, I think going into this, you and I both, like, we've listened to it, but I haven't, like, really sat and listened to the lyrics. Like,
Yeah.
I've listened to, I think, every song.
Yep.
But what are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts are like I listened to it once through and I wasn't eager to go back for more. Those
Okay.
are my first and honest thoughts. I was just bored. I don't know. Like there was nothing catchy to me. Like nothing really stuck in my head except for like the 2 songs we've already had released.
Okay.
It all like sounded the same to me for some reason. And maybe I wasn't paying attention. I definitely need to give it another re-listen, but like it didn't do it for me for some reason. Like I wasn't loving the whole thing. So
Okay.
those were my
Okay.
thoughts.
I have different thoughts.
As you should.
I feel like I have gone back and I have listened to specific songs a couple times. Like
Mhm.
I have a couple of standouts. I
Okay.
really like Weather for Tennis.
Yep. Okay.
I'm really liking Weather for Tennis, which is the first song on the album. I like Future Tripping.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that was it. I feel like the second half of the album, like I've tried, I will like if I'm running an errand, like I'll pop in the car, I'm running to my P.O. box, I'm only
Mhm.
gonna be in the car for a few minutes, whatever. I throw it on. And like I hear the first song or two, and then it's like the second one's Roommate. So I've heard that one before. And
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
I don't know. So Weather for Tennis I like because it's a little bit like it feels like a little bit more upbeat and fun.
Yep.
Roommates, we've heard that one. We've talked about that one. We Don't Talk. Obviously, that's about her sister. So
Mhm.
that's about
Mhm.
like the strained relationship that she has with her sister, Haley Duff. And I saw on like a CBS This Morning interview that she confirmed that, like, yes, the song is about her
I
sister.
saw that. Yep.
And so that's about her sister. Future Tripping, I think I liked. I think if I'm remembering correctly, it's just about, like, how fast growing up has happened and, like,
Mhm.
time is going.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know what Growing Up is about. Maybe I'm confusing it with Growing Up. Don't know. They're really close. The Optimist, I think, is my least favorite song so
Okay.
far. I
Okay.
think that a lot of people like this one because it's, I think, a little bit more of, like, I think she's got some more um intentional songwriting here. Like, I think
Okay.
it was she channeled her, like, Miss Swift with this one and was like did some, like, serious, like, songwriting. Um but I just it's a little bit more of, like, a slow one. It's a little bit of a slower song, and I
Mhm.
don't know that I really click with that one. You from the Honeymoon, Holiday Party, Tell Me That Won't Happen, Adult Size Medium, I don't, and then Mature is obviously in there, but I know Mature. Those ones I haven't listened to enough to really have an opinion on
Okay.
them.
Okay.
What I will say though is there has been a lot of speculation after this album has come out, just about, like, the relationship she has with her husband. Like, obviously
Yes.
she made this album with her husband,
Mhm.
and he was a big part of, I think, producing
He
it.
was the
Um,
producer, right?
yeah, and so it's just interesting to me, and I can appreciate that she's being honest on this album, but there are some things that, like, you know, are said in the lyrics, and who knows, maybe these are just lyrics that are like, "Girlfriend, you shouldn't be worrying about that."
Right. I thought the same thing. Like, when I was listening to it before I knew anything about her marriage or whatever, I was like, "Are they together still?" It's like,
Yeah.
I thought she was married, like, happily married with kids, and she is.
Yeah.
Apparently she is, but I was like, "These songs don't reflect that." Like, this music does not reflect, like, a happy
Yeah,
current
and
marriage, you know?
I think a lot of it is, like, obviously, public perception is happy, kids,
Yeah.
marriage, everything's
Right.
great because that's what
Right.
everybody, puts out in the world,
Uh-huh.
but and I know that this was, like, it was a look into what life is like, not publicly, and
Right.
I get that, but I think, like, I think I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm not gonna say, like, concerned, but I think it's been an eye-opening for me, and it's definitely made me think in terms of, like, what she's saying here, and then
Yeah.
the way that, like, her husband's responding in, like, interviews to, like, somebody said something in an interview that was like, "Yeah, you talked about, your insecurities in your relationship and worrying that, like, your husband was gonna go be with someone else," and he was
Right.
like, "Yeah, that's a real fear." And it's like, I don't want my husband saying
Like,
that's a
what do
real
you
fear
mean?
on
Right.
an interview. So
Like,
I
why would
think
you
it's like
think that?
it's a combination of, like, the internet, or it's a combination of the like, lyrics, and then the interview, and then the
Right.
internet kind of, I'm sure, inflating it more than it
Mhm.
needs to be inflated.
Yes.
And here we are, the internet inflating it more than it needs to be inflated. But, like, I don't know. I it makes you think. It
It
makes you
does.
think.
I mean, how can you not? How can you not? You listen to a song, songs have meanings. These words have meanings. Words are meaningful.
Mhm.
What do you want us to do? Like, of course we're gonna think things. And
And I think in my head, I Hilary Duff is just perfect. Like,
yeah.
she was a child star who came
Mhm.
out with what seems to be such a stable head on her shoulders. Like, she seems to
Right.
have such a good head on her shoulders. She seems like she's happy and healthy and, like, has been able to maintain throughout growing up, like, such a sense of normalcy for herself,
Right.
and I'm sure that has a lot to do with, like, being very intentional about that, and the family she had surrounding her, and, her support system, and whatever. I'm sure there was a lot that played into that, um, but I think she is, like, perfect. She's beautiful, she's perfect,
Yeah.
she's Hilary Duff, she's Lizzie McGuire, she's what dreams are made of,
Right.
and for me to look at her and say, like, "Girlfriend, you should not be insecure. Like, you should be with
Right.
someone who you should never have to worry. You
Right.
should not have to have those thoughts and feelings." Like,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
But
interesting.
it's also you can't tell someone not to have an insecurity because that's not how life works,
Right.
Like, you can be the most perfect highly sought after person in the world and have insecurities, and
Right.
someone can tell you not to have them, but that's not going to mean you don't have them.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
I mean, maybe some of the songs are from previous perspectives or like
absolutely.
over the course of her marriage or over
Hmm.
like just maybe it's a timeline for her or like thoughts that she's had over the past couple of years. Maybe that's what it is. It was just interesting. And I think some of it caught me off guard for sure. But I don't know. I think after listening to more of the songs, Roommates, I really liked that song. At first, I was like, holy cow,
Hmm.
Hilary. Like, oh my gosh, we are grown
Hmm.
up here. I think it's like the catchiest song. It gets stuck in my head a lot. So I think that's still like going strong as my favorite from the album, but I haven't given the rest enough of a listen through to
Hmm.
like really have strong feelings, but I wasn't like super attached to it at first. Like it
Okay.
didn't make me want to dance or like
Yeah.
I wasn't immediately excited to like turn it on again, you
So
know?
I pre-ordered a vinyl. So I have one of
Mhm.
the vinyls, and that
Mhm.
arrived. I got the Dirty Martini version. So it's like an olive green. And the reason that I chose the version of that I did was
Uh-huh.
because it came with two extra songs that were
Mhm.
like my version or whatever. They were like, she calls them mine, like in parentheses,
Uh-huh.
you know how it's like Taylor's version
Yeah.
in parentheses,
Yes.
like it's mine.
Uh-huh.
So she did like the mine versions on the I'm trying to figure out how I can find this here. Sorry, I'm like
Oh,
looking
you're good.
through. How do I find my downloads on my phone?
Uh,
Hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. Anywho, she did like the mine versions.
okay.
And the ones that she did on the album that I ordered were What Dreams Are Made Of, mine,
Oh,
and
cute.
Sparks Fly, mine.
Okay.
So those were like two of her older songs that she redid with like modern, the modern voice,
Yep.
whatever. And so those were the two songs. What Dreams Are Made Of, I think, is just my favorite song of all time. It's like one of
Yeah.
my top 3 favorite songs of all time. So like that had to be on there. So that's why I chose the version that I did. However, she went on her website. I saw on her website I'm just gonna go to her website right now. That'll be easier. Um, she released a digital copy of the album that you can
Mhm.
buy on her website for like $7.99, I think.
Mhm.
So you can buy a digital copy of, let's go shop, of the album called the Happy Hour edition. And it's a digital
Yes.
download, $7.99. And
Uh-huh.
it comes with the full album. And then
Mhm.
it comes with the full list of songs. So Wake
Mm.
Up, mine. So Yesterday, mine. What Dreams Are Made Of, Sparks, Come Clean, Why Not, and With Love. All
Cute.
like the my versions.
Okay.
Then it also comes with Mature, Roommates, Weather for Tennis, and You from the Honeymoon,
Uh-huh.
Mellow. The mellow version.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like a little bit of like a more mellowed down. I don't know, I haven't listened to them
Yeah.
yet, but like a mellow version of those 4 songs. And then it also comes with 4
Interesting.
music videos. It comes with What Dreams Are Made Of, mine, music video, Mature music video, Roommates music video, and Weather for Tennis music video. So for
Interesting.
$7.99, you got the album, all of the mine versions, all of the mellow versions, the music videos. And I was like, heck yeah. So anyway, I bought that for the $7.99 and
Yeah.
downloaded it. Um, and I imported it into my iTunes
Yeah.
last night.
I got an email about it and I haven't opened anything. Um, but I'm looking at her website now. That's great.
Yeah. I'm
But
like, for
like,
$7.99?
yeah, seriously. I wonder if this is also going to help us figure out the set list for her upcoming tour as well. Like these mine versions and
I
stuff. Those
know.
could be like the way she sings them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just got her standard vinyl. And then I was like, oh, here we go again with like more versions. But now this with all the old songs, that's what I want. That's amazing. I didn't realize they
Well,
had
and
those.
there is no vinyl that has all those old songs on it.
Right, right.
So like
But
the
this
different
download?
Right. And so, well, and what frustrated me was like, so you got the regular one, I got the dirty
Yep.
martini. Like the wine o'clock comes with Come Clean and Why Not Mine. And then the olive green comes with What Dreams Are Made Of and Sparks Fly. And then there was like a bunch of different versions that came with like different songs. And I was like, well, what one do I want? The mature version came with Wake Up and So Yesterday. But I was like, I'm not buying all those vinyls to have all those different versions.
Right.
So I picked the one that I cared about the most, and I just stuck with that one. And then I ended up luckily being able to get the digital download with all of them. So that was good.
It's like, Taylor Swift does the same thing. All the artists have their own versions and things, and I get it, but also like, seriously, come on.
Right.
In today's economy, I can't buy all these things. Can you give me just one? So
yes.
This download, I'm like, how would I download? Where do I watch it? Where do I play this music? What does that even mean anymore? Can I do it to Apple Music? I need to read more about it. I think
so.
Okay. Because there's so many discs in a digital download. I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I don't know what the discs thing was for, but I bought it and it downloaded to my phone. And then what I ended up doing was downloading it again on my computer, on my laptop.
Smart.
And then like I was able to just drag and drop them from my downloads into my Apple Music.
Okay.
And they all downloaded into Apple Music.
Interesting. Okay. That makes sense. Maybe that's what I need to do. Well, yeah, it's exciting. It's out, and now we can listen to it and get excited for her concerts coming up. But yeah, it feels like I can't believe that it's finally out now, because I remember when we were first excited because she was releasing new music, and here we are talking about it. It's cool. But Teddy, that's all I've got for you today, girl.
That's all I got for you.
And you know what? Let me just say this. I feel a little bit better now than I did when we started this. So something about talking to you is like medicine for me, because
all you need is a little yap and a little Pokemon.
I think so, because I'm feeling like my spirits are lifted. So
good.
Thank you. Thanks for chatting with me. And
Always
thank you all so much for listening. We appreciate it. And we will catch up with you all next week.
Bye, friends.